Social anxiety was one of the biggest obstacles in my life up to this point, if not the biggest obstacle that I've put a ton of time and effort into curing. And it is something that took me years to finally start figuring out things that could actually help me with my social anxiety. Throughout all the years, I was making all these assumptions, doing all this research, and just absolutely nothing was working for me. It was just talking about, oh, be more confident. Like, just you have to take risks and you have to just go out and put yourself out there. And like, you're just asking yourself, like, well, how do I put myself out there? How do I do all this kind of stuff? And so the methods that I want to give to you guys in today's video is not so much about focusing on curing your social anxiety. It's about finding the root cause of social anxiety and solving that root cause. And then, as you notice, everything will just kind of solve itself. And you don't have to focus on doing all these social exercises and just all that kind of different stuff to cure every little different part of your social anxiety. It's about finding the root cause. So I'm going to give you guys the root cause in today's video and how it's going to help you guys solve every kind of your social anxiety. So let's get right into it. So it's either one or two reasons why you're shy or you have social anxiety. Is one, you were just kind of like born with it, naturally shy. Like it's just going to take you a little bit more time to get into it. And then there's a lot of people these days, this is most people these days, where they kind of developed into it. They were never shy as small children, but it was from all these other things in their life that actually ended up making them feel more social anxiety and actually like develop it. But whether or not you've obtained it or like kind of like born with it, you can solve it. I promise you, you can, no matter how severe it is. I had it so severe. Like, I thought it was never going to go away. Like, I thought it was impossible for me to be able to speak out in front of people or to stand up for myself or to do this and that. But I had it very bad. And I know if I could do it, then anyone else could. So, the first biggest cause of social anxiety is a decrease of mental health. And these days, so many people have such terrible mental health. They don't think highly of themselves at all. They don't have their own morals, their own ideas. They just want to fit in with the crowd. This has always been a problem, but these days it especially is because of the social media, which I talk about all the time. I talk about how bad social media is. And social media is one of the biggest causes of horrible mental health. And that's just a fact. So, first off, you want to improve your mental health and making sure that you have a mind of iron. Now, this is not something you can just straight up just get tomorrow. It's not I'm not going to show you like 10 methods to improve your mind in just 2 days. Like it takes time. It doesn't take days, it doesn't take weeks, it takes months, sometimes even years. It took me months, which in the long run is not that much time if you think about it. If you just put even let's say like a year into just nothing but mental health, that's the rest of your life where you're confident, where you're strong minded. You just put a year of just effort into it, and for the rest of your life, you're strong minded. Think about that. In the long run, it's not that much time, it's a lot of effort, but it's something that you start small. Like I say with everything, you start small, you take baby steps, you keep going, and it just builds upon each other and you get better and better at it, and you don't even think about it. It gets to the point where you're not even thinking about it, and that is when you truly have obtained a strong mind. Mental health, if you don't have good mental health, that is the main factor of why you have social anxiety, because you don't have a good version of yourself. You don't see a good version of yourself in your head. You don't think you're awesome. You don't think you're cool. You picture yourself as lower than other people. That's why you don't have a high image of yourself and why you can't perform well socially, because you don't even think good of yourself. So you have to learn how to take care of yourself, how to improve your physical and mental health. Find things that you're good at or keep on practicing at things so that you can become good at them. Once you have things that you know you're good at, once you have things that are respectable about yourself, things that you have that make you who you are, that make you unique, that make you a cool person, once you obtain these things, your confidence is just going to go up like that. Your mental health is going to go up like that once you actually put the time into doing something and to make yourself better. You're going to be like, wow, I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm more mentally stronger. It's going to keep on building your confidence, and in turn you're just going to be more comfortable out in the world, with more and more random people. You're going to be comfortable in your own shoes because you're proud of what you've accomplished. So be grateful for what you've done for yourself and actually put the time and effort into accomplishing things and getting better at things. Another big factor that I think is important to improving your mental health is meditation, because meditation teaches you how to be calm, it teaches you how to quiet your mind. When you hear your mind just going a million miles a minute, you just can't get a good thought together because your mind is just scrambling and scrambling. If you just meditate for 10 minutes a day, not 30, not an hour, 10 minutes a day, and you actually put the time and effort into it, and it's going to be a struggle at first, because at first your mind's going to be racing no matter what. Your mind's just going to be like blah 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 blah. Like when you're trying to meditate, all you're going to have all these kinds of thoughts going through your head. You're going to be like so frustrated, and you're going to want to stop doing it because you feel like you can't do it. But even after like a lot of experience in meditation, like people still get thoughts in their head, and the part that actually trains you, the part that actually gets you better at meditation is those thoughts, because it gives you practice for in real life. When you get all these thoughts in your head, you can just turn them off just like that. So when you do get thoughts during meditation, it's actually a good thing because it's teaching you how to practice. Even if it's frustrating, you can't do it the first couple times. You get better and better at it. And in turn, it'll just teach your mind how to turn off things like in real life. So meditation is a huge thing. Just 10 minutes a day, it'll do wonders for you. And like I talked about in my last video, it's about deleting social media. I go into full detail as to why social media is so bad for you, for your mental health, and for your own self-image. So you guys should definitely go check that out. But social media, lessen your time on it, or just completely delete it, or become a creator, not a consumer of content on social media. Just if you're going to use social media, I think you should be like a creator, not so much just like scrolling. Once you're good at things and you take care of yourself, like your physical health, like working out, eating good, that actually clears up your mind. It actually, because when you put things in your stomach, what you put in your stomach is like actually directly linked to your brain. So if you're eating a bunch of crap, you're going to be thinking a bunch of crap. But if you're eating good, you're going to be in a better mood. You're going to be more joyful. And it's going to be a lot easier to improve your mental health and have a good positive outcome and have a good positive image on life. And the last tip that I want to tell you guys to improve your mental health is to be grateful. At the end of every single day, say everything that you're grateful for throughout the day. All the people in your life that give you joy, anything that gives you joy. Like the feeling when you go home and you can sit down on the couch and watch your favorite TV show or something like that. It doesn't have to be big. The reason why people can't be happy is because they expect too much with their life. And you have to understand that 90% of everyone's life is just boring. It's just boring. There's absolutely nothing crazy going on. But if you can learn to just stop having such high expectations for your life, you should have high expectations for your life, but not unrealistic expectations where you're always on some crazy adventure at all times. Like you're going to be bored sometimes. You need to learn how to just relax, enjoy the little things in life, be grateful, and in turn that will give you a more positive outlook on life, improve your mental health, and more people will want to be around you because everyone likes to have a positive force in their life. And if they don't, they're a very negative person. But more people will want to have you around because you're a more positive person. You actually bring joy to someone's life. So be positive, be grateful for what you have. What I do is I journal at the end of the day. But if you want to just say it to yourself, journal it however you can. Just find some way to acknowledge the things that you're grateful for every single day. And I promise it'll give you such a much more positive look on life, and it will in turn greatly affect your mental health for the better. So guys, thank you for watching today's video. I really hope that the things that I explained in today's video could really help improve your mental health, which in turn will actually help your social anxiety. That is the only thing after all these years that I have found that has actually been able to cure my social anxiety, was improving my mental health. All these like dumb exercises and all this stuff about like say hi to 5 people today and like all that kind of stuff, like it didn't work. It didn't work. But just improving your mental health, all those social issues just go away. They just all go away on their own. When you solve the root cause, which is mental health, it improves everything else in your life that was the root cause of, which is most things. Thank you for watching today's video, guys. I really hope I helped you out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.